Tonight, nurses in Virginia are picketing after going 1 year without a new contract.
Plus, a semi-tanker caught on fire and closed down portions of a major highway this afternoon. We have the latest on how it started.
And the announcement of 2 prisons closing down in our region could leave around 100 people without a job.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. A year without a contract and counting. That's why nurses at Essentia Health in Virginia took to the sidewalk today for an informational picket.
Nurses at Essentia, Virginia said over the last year there have been 7 negotiating sessions between the Minnesota Nurses Association and hospital leadership with no agreements made. Nurses say, among other things, they're looking for more safety precautions to protect them inside the hospital.
Because they don't have an updated contract, nurses say they are considering leaving their positions at Essentia, Virginia. They claim short staffing, increasing health care costs, and more incidents of workplace violence when dealing with unruly patients who are tough to handle.
Some nurses say the hospital is also dealing with low security staffing. One nurse at the picket traveled all the way from Minneapolis. She says her hospital has implemented an emergency beeper nurses can hit to alert coworkers if a situation escalates. Since this has been put in place, she says the number of assaults at her hospital have gone down.
I think assault incidents go down, one, due to the beeper utilization, but also due to how we deal with the patients and help them de-escalate and talk to them on the level that they're at that moment to connect with them and help support them.
Essentia spokespeople were not available for an interview today. They did share a statement, though, saying they respect the nurses' right to picket. Hospital leaders say they are a valued member of the Essentia, Virginia team, and they will continue to work toward a mutually beneficial agreement. It's important to note that this is not a strike, and the hospital was open the entire time today. Essentia will hold its next negotiating meeting with the nurses' union tomorrow. There's also another one scheduled for August 27th.
2 Northland prisons are closing, and more than 100 people could soon be without a job. Today, the Minnesota Department of Corrections announced it plans to shut down 2 of its prisons, one in Willow River and the other in Togo, which is just west of Cook in Itasca County. State officials are blaming it on what they called a substantial budget crisis. CBS 3's Ryan Campo explains what's behind the deficit facing the Corrections Department.
Today, Correction Department officials estimated there'll be about $14 million in the hole by the end of June 2021. So they hope closing the facilities up in Togo and here in Willow River will help. Corrections Department officials say a combination of health care costs, labor agreements, and planned wage increases led to the deficit. They said the state legislature adjourned during its recent special session without any action on the agency's supplemental budget request. It cost a combined $11 million a year to operate the facilities in Willow River and Togo. They're each home to what's known as the Challenge Incarceration Program, a boot camp style program aimed at reducing reoffending and rates and the cost of incarceration. Right now, 150 people are housed there. Corrections Department leaders say they plan to relocate the programs. They're considering 4 other facilities: Lino Lakes, Red Wings, Faribault, and Stillwater. Togo is a DNR facility. Willow River belongs to the DOC.
Anticipate that these cuts are permanent cuts to the system. But ultimately, we also have to recognize that DOC asset exists. We want to keep it viable for as long as possible.
State officials say most of the 51 positions at Willow River will be eliminated, along with 48 employees in Togo. But some workers will need to stay on to continue operating the Challenge Incarceration Program wherever it ends up moving to. And that's the big question the Corrections Department says they have to sort out. They plan to close the facilities towards the end of the year or beginning of 2021.
Thanks, Ryan. Meanwhile, DOC officials say when the inmates move facilities, they'll quarantine to prevent bringing the virus with them. Earlier this year, Willow River had 73 positive COVID cases within its facility. All of those people have since recovered. Togo has not had a confirmed case at this point.
Meanwhile, a major Minnesota labor union opposes the plan to close these facilities. In a statement, AFSCME Council 5 leaders say the program housed in Willow River is one of the most effective at reducing reoffending and prison reentry rates. They added the prison workers are on the front lines and deserve thanks and admiration for their work, not layoff notices.
And Alexander Libby is here for a first look at the weather. He's filling in for Dave. Alex, it was borderline cold out this morning, but turned out to be a pretty nice day.
I know, International Falls had a low of 39 degrees.
That's too cold for this time of year.
That's not even fun to say in August. That's not okay. But we're going to have one more cool night tonight. As you can see, high pressure overhead, not very much in the way of clouds, just a few over the Arrowhead. But that will give way to a cool night tonight. We're going to have another clear night, calm winds, and that's going to lead to temperatures getting down into the upper 30s is a possibility yet again tonight. High temperatures for today. We got a big warm-up. International Falls got up to 76. Not so much here in Duluth. We only had high of 70, and then Ironwood, really cool day today. 65 degrees was the high temperature. For tomorrow, another cool day is in the forecast. 61 degrees at 8 a.m., only warming up to around 69 degrees in the afternoon, and again, partly to mostly cloudy skies just due to the sun coming up and causing some convection. But tomorrow will be one more cool day as we do see a warm-up in the late week.
All right, thanks, Alexander. New at 6, hundreds of thousands of Wisconsin absentee ballots have already been turned in ahead of next week's primary. The Wisconsin Elections Commission says more than 330,000 voters statewide have already cast their absentee ballots. As of this morning, more than 800,000 absentee ballot applications have been received across the state. Wisconsin's chief elections official urges voters to return their absentee ballots as soon as possible so they arrive by the 8 p.m. deadline next Tuesday.
Wisconsin's top Republicans want to strike down the state's mask mandate. Governor Tony Evers' order designed to slow the spread of COVID-19 went into effect Saturday. Senate Majority Leader and Republican Scott Fitzgerald says he wants the legislature to reconvene either this week or next to take action against it. Fitzgerald says he was talking with Republican Assembly Speaker Robin Vos about a plan. Vos opposes the mandate as well, but has not said whether the Assembly would come in to vote it down, as Fitzgerald said the Senate wants to do. The Superior School Board will hear from a county health expert tonight as they continue discussing plans for the fall. Douglas County Health Officer Kathy Ronke will address the board tonight. Superior schools are still deciding how to open in the fall. They're debating having in-person learning, distance learning, or a combination of the two. The meeting started at 5 o'clock tonight. It's available to stream online, and we will have more from the meeting on the CBS3 News at 10.
A new tool is hoping to keep Apostle Island's visitors digitally connected to first responders in case of an emergency. The IT director for Red Cliff says after a cell tower was placed in the area, officials quickly noticed they were missing information that shows what areas on the lake have cell signal. The United States Coast Guard and the Red Cliff Band of Lake Superior Chippewa Indians got together and created a map giving people a general idea of where they can go and still have access to service.
We ran about just shy of 200 nautical miles worth of operation in the area using Red Cliff's mapping software and equipment on AT&T's FirstNet, as well as some other commercial carriers.
This comes after a 2018 drowning of 4 family members who were unable to call for help because they didn't have service. You can find a link to the chart on our website, CBS3Duluth.com.
A new Wisconsin counseling program aims to meet a growing need among farmers. The state-run Farmer Wellness Program gives farmers 24/7 access to a mental health counseling hotline. According to Wisconsin Public Radio, the pilot program also includes vouchers for counseling from a local provider. Wisconsin Farm Center staff says there's been an increase in anxiety among farmers due to the pandemic disrupting the supply chain. The pilot program will continue for the next 7 months.
An 80-year-old man missing from a Hermantown assisted living facility was found safe this morning more than 60 miles away. Officers responded to Golden Oaks just off Maple Grove Road around 2 o'clock this morning. Staff there reported a resident named Greg was missing. He was last seen around 10:30 last night. Authorities spent the day searching the nearby wooded area with canines. Police say he was found around 12:15 this afternoon at his old home in Aurora, Minnesota. They say he called a transportation service to make it there.
Finally going back the last time and noticed something that was different. There was a curtain actually that was open that was closed before.
Police say he got there by walking to a nearby gas station and called a transportation service. Golden Oaks staff say residents' safety is their top priority. They're reviewing security to help make sure something like this doesn't happen again.
Thousands of counterfeit fireplaces were recently seized at the International Falls border. The U.S. Customs and Border Protection found them in a rail container headed for Rainier, Minnesota. CBP seized more than 15,000 fireplaces with an estimated value of more than $500,000 if they had been real. Officials say importing counterfeit items hurts the U.S. economy. If you have any information about suspected fraud or illegal trade activity, you're asked to contact the Border Patrol.
A tanker truck fire near Cotton shut down a stretch of highway this afternoon. According to Friends of the Northland Firewire, it happened on Highway 53 around 1 p.m. Firefighters contained the flames to the rear wheels of the semi-tanker. Reports say it appears nothing spilled. 5 different departments responded. Thankfully, no one was hurt. The cause of the fire is under investigation.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, the burners are off and the best burger recipes will have to be put away until next year as a local food contest cancels its plans.
We really haven't seen much rain lately, and not much rain on the radar behind me. I'll let you know when the next time we'll see those drops fall from the sky.
Live, local, CBS 3 News at 6 with Kristen Bucky, Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, local, CBS 3. Watch Dave, Caitlin, and Austin for local weather you can trust on CBS 3.
Now at Home Sleep Express, when you spend $2.99, pay no sales tax with an extra 7% off sale prices on brands like Thomas Cole, Luxuria, and Heirloom. Plus, pay nothing down with no interest financing until 2022 and get free no-contact shipping. Now at Home Sleep Express.
Do you have a coffee smile? Drinking coffee causes yellow teeth for thousands of people just like you. And whitening toothpaste just doesn't make those stains go away. Introducing Power Swabs, the first teeth whitening system that lifts coffee stains off your teeth in less than 5 minutes without whitening strips or trays.
I've smoked, I've drank coffee, I drink red wine. It makes my teeth darker. And using Power Swabs, it's made a difference. People ask me, what do you do to whiten your teeth? And I'm really proud to tell them that I use Power Swabs.
This didn't sting, it didn't burn, it didn't have an aftertaste. It was just a swab, and I just got to rub it around my teeth, and that was it.
The secret is a tooth detergent and whitening agent developed by Dr. Martin Ginniker that lifts stains off of your teeth. Power Swabs remove stains on natural teeth, veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns. The best part is you just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you'll have whiter teeth. No more sitting at home with a whitening strip or tray in your mouth for 30 minutes twice a day.
So with the strips I've used in the past, most of them are like, you got to leave it on for 30 minutes, and the whole experience is just not comfortable. But with Power Swabs, I just snapped it open and rubbed it on, and it was good to go.
When I use these whitening strips, I noticed when I would drink, I would get this crazy sensitivity. It would go right to my brain, and I'm like, I hate this. So why do I have to go through the monstrosity of this pain just because I want to whiten my teeth? With Power Swabs, there was zero sensitivity.
Within the first day with the Power Swab, I noticed there was a difference. I really love the fact that you're able to go individually on each tooth and make sure that it's going to be wider.
Call for your 5-minute solution to whiter teeth. Whiten your teeth today by ordering Power Swabs and receive 40% off the regular price. Yes, 40% off the regular price. Shipping is free, plus you'll receive a free Quick Stick pen. Visit powerswabs.com or call the number on your screen.
For a limited time at Homeworld Rugs, name brand rugs will be sold up to 67% off when you take an extra 12% off clearance rugs. Hundreds of rugs from $97. Room size rugs priced from $197. The rug clearance sale at Homeworld Rugs.
For breaking stories that impact the Northland most, turn to CBS 3.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez, on CBS 3.
Meteorologist Dave Anderson with this 2:40 in the morning update on the weather. And it's been a bit rough in Wisconsin.
Down, it gets super dark. Oh, that crazy light.
Have a severe thunderstorm warning.
For the coverage you need, tune to Live, local, CBS 3. Watch Dave, Caitlin, and Austin for local weather you can trust on CBS. Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS 3 Live at 5 on Live, local, CBS 3. Watch Dave, Caitlin, and Austin for local weather you can trust on CBS.
So we talked about how we had a pretty cool morning this morning with temperatures in the 40s, even upper 30s in International Falls. But current temperatures, they're not really that warm. Still in the 70s, even 50s in Grand Marais. They're at 55 degrees with overcast skies. So pretty chilly even into this hour around 6 p.m. 70 degrees here in Duluth with mostly cloudy skies. And that's going to be the trend, at least for one more day. We're going to have one more cool day. Tuesday, highs will be in the upper 60s and low 70s. And then we're also going to be tracking when we could see rain next and tracking the weekend warm-up, too, for you guys that like warmer weather. So first, we're going to talk about rain and clouds. Then we'll talk about temperatures. So first, tomorrow morning, high pressure overhead, directly overhead. So no winds, good deal of sunshine in the morning hours, but we will have a few clouds pop up in the afternoon. Wednesday, high pressure moves to the east. That means we're going to get a southerly wind. So clockwise around high pressure, that's out of the south, and that makes it a little bit warmer. We get that southern influence will bring us into the mid-70s. So our warm-up will be actually pretty soon. Wednesday, we'll see temperatures right around average. Thursday, we'll keep the warm temperatures, but we're going to see a few more clouds with this low pressure system just to the south of Minnesota. And again, I'm forecasting just a 20% chance of a shower on Thursday, but again, not really a big deal there. But it will keep temperatures maybe a little bit cooler. So temperature-wise, this is tomorrow afternoon, 4 p.m., 76. So the same basically up in Baudette, International Falls. The same here in Duluth with temperatures in the mid and upper 60s, and then low to mid 70s for highs again. Ironwood, over towards Watersmeet, seeing a little bit cooler temperatures for one more day on Tuesday. Then we get that southern influence that I talked about on Wednesday, and that brings us up a little bit warmer. So 73, 74 degrees in the Twin Ports, and upper 70s possible up towards International Falls. So warm weather will be here by the time we get to Wednesday. Thursday, the warm weather would be here, but we'll have a few more clouds. So that will keep us just a few degrees cooler in the mid and even some upper 70s possible where you're seeing a little bit more sunshine, but the 20% chance of shower will keep us a little bit cooler on Thursday. Forecast for tonight, we're going to be cool yet again. Hibbing, I'm going 45 degrees, but if you live in a low-lying area around there or up towards International Falls, you could see upper 30s yet again. I'm not going to say any frost in August. It's only happened once where we had a low of 32 in August, but I'm not expecting that to happen again. Highs tomorrow, same as today. So 70 degrees in Superior, 69 in Washburn, and we'll be right around 70 here in the Twin Ports with warmer temperatures to the west, International Falls, seeing a high of 70 degrees for your Tuesday. We do have a warming trend after that. Wednesday, 74. Thursday, 74 as well. Really getting warm into the weekend as we have temperatures right around 81 degrees on Saturday and Sunday. We're also tracking a little bit of storms on the weekend as well.
Thanks, Alexander. In the first year since Minnesota adopted the hands-free law, state troopers handed out more than 19,000 tickets to drivers on their phones. That's about 57 per day, and that doesn't even include July's numbers, which aren't in just yet. Authorities say the worst offenders were between the ages of 21 to 40. There is some good news, though. The State Patrol says the law may be lowering fatal distraction-related crashes, which were down 4% in the last year. There will be extra hands-free enforcement now through Saturday. One Minnesota truck driver hopes this campaign will remind you to park your phone.
I think about that little boy who wears the red bike helmet, the neighbor walking his dog, my sister pulling into her driveway. No matter your location, from neighborhood to interstate, people are depending on you.
A reminder that you can still use your phone's voice command features.
This year's battle for the best tasting burger has been put on the back burner. Grill Wars 2020 has been canceled due to the pandemic. Duluth restaurants and meat markets have participated in the event for more than 10 years. Grill Wars raises money for the Boys and Girls Club of the Northland. Last year, there were more than 3,000 people in attendance.
Your old technology could help help a student through distance learning this year. Tomorrow, Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union and Minnesota Computers for Schools will team up for Tech Drive Tuesday. They're asking you to drop off your old laptops, desktop computers, smartphones, and more, which will be donated to kids in need. The drive goes from noon to 5 tomorrow at the Affinity Plus Federal Credit Union near Duluth's Miller Hill Mall.
You might get a knock on your door from a census worker next week. They'll be canvassing Minnesota neighborhoods, visiting homes that haven't responded to the 2020 census yet. The census determines how federal funding is distributed for schools, roads, and more. The original deadline to take the census was the end of July, but because of the pandemic, it was extended through October.
In sports, it was a late night, but a very successful one for the Minnesota Wild. Kelly's breaking down the game next.
Summer is here with Crestliner at RJ Sport and Cycle.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. The TED event is happening now, where you're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
Incredible savings during the big anniversary sale going on now at Slumberland. Deals galore throughout the store, from modern sofas and chairs to gorgeous beds and lots more. Top it off with totally free shipping. The big anniversary sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Keep scrolling. Order food. Skip headlines. Order shoes. Use AutoSend for flowers. Use AutoSend for birthdays. Don't go outside. Don't go outside. Don't leave the phone behind. No sync. Don't blink. Don't think. Don't ever let yourself feel this alive. Breathe. Ride.
Hi, Hunter Ellis here for Night Hero Binoculars by Atomic Beam. These binoculars let you see anything, even in pitch black darkness. Gotcha. The secrets are powerful wide-angle atomic beam laser that reveals objects up to 150 yards away, hidden by darkness. During the day, Night Hero gives you 10 times magnification. And when the sun goes down, press the Night Bright button to see clearly in the dark. Light up garbage-eating critters or spot thieves before they even get close. Call or click now and get Night Hero binoculars with laser illumination technology for just $39.99. You'll also get a protective carrying case, yours free. Order right now and you can double it. Plus, get our best-selling Atomic Beam flashlight, just pay separate fee. We'll even ship them to you free. You can get it all, but you have to order now.
Call 1-800-850-1828. That's 1-800-850-1828. Or visit ByNightHero.com. That's ByNightHero.com. Order now.
At Super One Foods, we go to great measures to deliver you with top quality meat every day. Try our Black Angus 80% lean ground chuck for only $2.49 a pound and get bone-in chicken breast for just 99 cents per pound. Plus, we provide the best of the best in fresh produce. Get locally grown bicolor sweet corn for just 33 cents each and 3 pounds of Wisconsin-grown B-size red potatoes for just $1.99. Through all that we do, we've got you in mind. Super One Foods, serving you lower prices and better choices.
I use Range Regional Airport when I travel for work. I fly from Hibbing because it saves me time. The online calculator helps me plan my trip.
I love the easy check-in and fast baggage claims.
I like the free parking and car rentals.
Include Range Regional Airport next time you travel.
It's so easy, even a grown-up can do it.
Incredible savings on Sealy mattresses during our big anniversary sale now at Slumberland. Get a Sealy Queen mattress as low as $99 or a luxurious Sealy Posturepedic for $9.99. Plus free shipping. The big anniversary sale at Slumberland.
Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS3 Live at 5 on Live Local CBS3.
If you were a night owl last night and managed to stay up for even a period of the hockey being played between the Wild and the Canucks, you witnessed some pretty fun hockey. A lot of the doubters were concerned whether or not the Minnesota Wild would be able to carry that momentum they showed down the stretch 5 months ago into the bubble, and they sure proved those doubters wrong. Kevin Fiala seemed to pick up right where he left off. He was the last to score a goal for the Wild before the season was shut down. Last night, he was the first to score for the Wild in the playoffs.
Happy to be back. Great to be back, and the team has done an unbelievable job today to stay disciplined, and to stay with each other, to support each other, and we won as a team.
Everyone, forwards are coming back, so we were able to have good gaps, and when we did break down, Al was making those big saves, so it's all 4 lines, all 60, and goaltender that's going to make us get through this, so it's nice to get started.
And speaking of Al, Alex Stalock, UMD alum, got his first playoff start in goal for the Wild last night. Stalock stopped all 28 shots faced, tying David Dubnyk for the highest save playoff shutout in team history. But for the South St. Paul native, the team effort is what pressed him the most.
Most important game of the season to date, and important to win right now. I don't think, obviously, shutout, you give up a goal or a few goals, whatever it may be, when you come out of the game with a win. you move up in the series, and I think we're happy with that as a group.
If last night you were complaining about the start time, it doesn't get any better. Tomorrow night's time of puck drop is 9:45 p.m. local time. Wildly, the series 1-0, just 2 wins away from the Stanley Cup playoffs. And while we are on the topic of bragging about UMD alumni, Hermantown native Neil Pionk had a hand in the Winnipeg Jets' thrilling win over Calgary earlier today, who lead the series 1-0. Jets on the power play. Pionk fires from the point. Nikolai Ehlers is on the deflection to give the Jets the go-ahead goal. That would be the game winner. Pionk's Jets tie the series up at 1 with 3-2 win. And more good news on the hockey front. Another round of COVID-19 testing results are in from the NHL's hub cities, and once again, there were no positive tests last week. The more than 7,000 tests took place between July 27th and August 1st, and a total of 24 teams are evenly split between the cities of Toronto and Edmonton. The league officially returned to play this past weekend with 10 total games. Tomorrow, we are set to get a better idea of what high school athletics will look like this coming fall. Following the governor's announcement on Thursdays regarding the reopening of schools, the Minnesota State High School League announced that its return to participation task force will meet to discuss the options to return to sports this coming fall. The plan will need final approval from the league's board of directors. Right now, practices are set to begin for high school sports on August 17th. And of course, we will bring you the latest here on CBS3. That's going to do it for sports for now. We'll have more back here tonight at 10. Kristen and Tony, for now, I'm going to send it back to you.
Thanks, Kelly. Well, Greece has opened its first underwater museum where divers can explore one of the oldest shipwrecks in the world. Called the Pantheon of Shipwrecks, a ship Peristera sank off the east coast of Greece around 500 BC.
Previously accessible only to archaeologists, the new attraction will allow the public a chance to enjoy an up-close look at the underwater wonder. Very
That's
cool.
pretty cool. Anything in Greece is cool, I think.
That's true.
All right, Alexander, you got a campfire forecast for us tonight.
We have a cool night tonight, so if you want to be outside, a campfire will be needed as we have temperatures getting down into the 50s by midnight. So if you're a night owl tonight, you'll see temperatures in the 50s by midnight. And for tomorrow, we're going to still have those cool temperatures. Tuesday, a high of only 69 degrees. Wednesday, we do warm up a little bit, 74 with mostly cloudy skies. Thursday, a slight chance for a shower, and that will extend all the way through Sunday as we have some unsettled weather arriving with some thunderstorm chances possible this weekend. So keep an eye to the sky this weekend, but you got plenty of days to prepare.
All right. Thanks, Alexander. That's your news tonight at 6. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you again at 10.